Welcome to Positive Birth Corner podcast, where we're changing the narrative around birth, one positive story at a time. And this week is so special, yo. This is Black Maternal Health Week. We are out here and we are hyped. The theme is so deep and so aligned, and I cannot wait to dive into it. The theme of this year of Black Maternal Health Week is justice and joy. And listen, you hear it? Justice and joy. And we are going to talk more about this. We're going to have incredible folks on this platform sharing just like what it is, the work that they're doing. We're going to have really incredible people coming in. I want you to lock in, as the kids say, lock in this week, because we really want to have beautiful conversations, to hear beautiful stories with folks who are doing really good work in our community. And drum roll, our first guest is Salima.
Hey.
This is totally perfect. I am so grateful that you are here. Like, we're going to have this conversation. Anyway, I'm really excited.
Me too.
I'm really excited. How are you feeling?
I feel really good.
Yeah.
This year for Black Maternal Health Week, again, the theme is rooted in joy and justice.
Yeah.
And so being able to actually solidify our programming in it feels like super dope.
Yeah. And you were part of kind of like this theme, right? Like naming this theme. I remember you had shared that.
Ironically, earlier this year, I had just started saying, like, we need to put more joy back into, like, Black Maternal Health Week.
Yeah.
And overall into the movement. And then I had, like, a grant to do a resource list. And I called it Joy and Justice. This was, like, in May or June. And so then we meet with our partners in Atlanta, the Black Mamas Matter Alliance. Shout out to them.
Hey.
And we, like, do a whole word soup. And this is the theme that came out of it. So I contributed, but they made the final decision and then put it out. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's literally what I've been saying all year long.
Oh, you have? Because you and I had this conversation. You remember last year, we were at a conference together. I'm cracking up because I'm having this memory. So Salima and I, we are like, speaking at this conference locally. And we kind of like had a moment of like, yo, we need to lift the mood, right? Because we talk about Black Maternal Health Week. Yes, there's disparities. Yes, like the whole goal is like to bring their awareness. And we tend to just kind of like focus on all of the things, right, that are not going well. And we do this work because, of course, we're here to advocate. Of course, we want to do better. And we forget the joy part, right? Like we forget the good things that are happening. And what you guys are doing. So I'm really excited too that we get to start with you. Again, our Student Family Center is sponsoring this, this episode this week, which is really cool. But we want to focus on that, right? With that theme of like, rooted in joy and justice, right? Like what is happening? What is this work that is being done, in our community? And so that, people can be encouraged, right? You can be uplifted to continue doing the work,
100%. And this is 10 years. In the Black Maternal Health movement, not Black Maternal Health Week. So I want to make that differentiation, 10 years in the movement. Black Mamas Matter has been doing this work. And then very shortly after they kicked off, I was right on their heels. Like, all right, what are we doing? What y'all need me to do up north? Because they're down south. And it has just been like this beautiful partnership. And we've been able to uplift Black Maternal Health Week and really fight in the movement nationally as a collective.
I love that. Like not just like state by state, but like really like nationally.
Yep.
Wow. How do you, like, if you're telling somebody, on the street what like Black Maternal Health Week, how do you define it, like in your own words?
Black Maternal Health Week is a time where we get together, where we get to celebrate the joy and justice of the movement. So this year, same as years prior to, we want to reach the community, we want to reach our healthcare systems, and we want to have fun. So that birth worker brunch, we do a thing.
Listen, last year, okay, there's still a video of myself dancing a little bit.
Yup.
It was so much fun, like just being together, like, oh, we all do this work and, being able to celebrate.
Yes. And having that moment to like let our hair down.
Yes.
Because the work is very challenging.
The work is challenging and heavy.
It's super heavy.
Holy mother. Yes. Especially now, even in our climate, what we're seeing.
Yup. Stress me out in 2025.
What is happening? Oh my word. But Salima, I want to start kind of like at the beginning, right? You wear all these hats, okay? And during this project, I've seen like your other hats that you wear.
Definitely.
I'm like, how many things do you do? And you were like, yeah, I was in labor room. No, I was in postpartum. She was like, yeah, I'm doing like postpartum doula work. I said, wait, what? Where? With what time?
I just have like a heart and affinity for making sure that Black women and Black families have very good experiences in the hospital. So I get a call with a family who is in the hospital by themselves.
Yeah.
And they're like, help.
Yeah.
Say less. I'm at Costco right now. I don't have a birth ball or a peanut ball, but I am on the way.
I'm on my way.
I'm on the way. And it turned out to be such a beautiful experience.
Yeah.
We were down at HUP. I'm going to shout them out because actually good job.
Yeah.
And everything that I didn't have, they did.
Wow.
So they came in with a ball. They came in with a peanut ball. They came in. I asked for a squat rack. They even came and gave me a little bag of lavender to help create like good smells. We literally had a playlist going. So we're going to work this baby out.
We're going to work this baby out.
And so it just revitalized something in me that says like, you know what? This part of your work has transitioned, but there is still a need and a space in my heart for Black families that are like, help me. And I'm like, on the way.
You're like, I'm on my way. Oh, my word. Okay, so you're a therapist.
I am.
You are a mother. You are the CEO and founder of a Student Family Center.
True.
And all of the things.
Yep.
And all of the things. I think I want to, like, can you take us back to, like, kind of like your journey? Like, what and you're a doula. Wait, you're a doula. Hold up, cut. A doula.
Retired, though.
Right?
Don't call me. I cannot do your birth.
Man, you were in labor the other day, so. But, like, tell us, like, how did this happen? How did you get here? What's your...
Well, this year in 2026, I will be rounding off my 20th parenting anniversary. So my kid will be 20 years old, and we have lived his life very much so out loud.
Wow.
Because more so around like parenting and the introduction of him becoming Earthside, like everything that I had watched and prepared for. I wanted back then what we call like a natural birth, which is really unmedicated. So I wanted like an unmedicated birth and to just have my body do the natural thing. Without preparing for if they don't do the natural thing, then what? And so I was like catapulted into a dire emergency situation by getting an emergency C-section under general anesthesia.
Wow.
Because my blood pressure was 202 over 153. And they're like, hey, we already gave you MAG. We already gave you Pitocin to kick things off. You and baby aren't tolerating it well. We need to go. And I was like, oh, like right now. And then we get back there, right?
Yeah.
We get back there, and I never forget, they were like 2 residents or whoever. It felt like a billion people in there.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, whatever you're doing, I feel that. And I hear them say, she's numb on one side. Should we start cutting on the other? And bleep this out. And I was like, fuck no. Knock me out. Knock me out. And I just heard the doctor say, knock her out. And then that's how I got under general anesthesia.
Wow.
So,
and you woke up to like a baby.
Yes. That's literally
my
what I said. Then
God.
I woke up and they was like, here's your kid. And I was like,
whoa. Right.
wow, is that how that's supposed to work? I didn't have that love at first sight. This is just my baby. I was like,
right.
I don't even know young boy like this.
I was about to say that sounds intense.
Like, he doesn't even look like me. Who baby is this?
Whose baby is this? Where did this baby come from?
But that was our introduction. I stayed in the hospital for 9 days. My blood pressure was really doing the thing. But our journey has been very beautiful.
Yeah.
We have literally grown up together.
Wow.
In a way that I have become a woman. I have become, a leader in the community. And he's been by my side the entire time. So that is just, for me, it solidifies like the purpose and why we do this work.
Wow. I know, I met him. He was like, he was making this like beautiful drinks with like, it was like, what did he have in it?
Blueberries.
It was like blueberries, like almost like a mocktail. It was delicious. I was like, wait, this is your son?
He is.
Is it taller than you, I think?
He is taller than me. He's like a gym buff now. He like, when we getting in the gym?
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, okay.
I love it. How, oh wow. 20 years.
20.
Does it feel like 20 years?
Every day. I have felt all 20 of them years.
Wait, but does anybody tell you that you don't look like you have a 20-year-old?
Yes.
Okay. Because I was going to say, ma'am.
Oh, it gives him a run because looking like his sister out here. He was so annoyed in high school.
That's hilarious.
Overall, like a really good transition. I just learned a lot in parenting, and I knew that I couldn't parent him the same way I was parented. You know, we come from a generation where like spankings are a thing and more corporal punishments and things of that sort. And I'm like, okay, I yelled at him and he did the same thing. So that didn't work.
Is there a plan B? How is there a wholesome way?
Yeah, and I can say this now that he's grown, but you know, then I popped him. He got a little pop. And then he did the same thing again. And I was like, yo, mom, dad, like that thing didn't work. Remember, like you get a beating and you're supposed to fix the behavior. It didn't work. So now what? And I really was at a place of like transforming how we parented because those things like retroactively just didn't work.
Wow.
And it worked for me to talk to him.
And it worked
for us to talk to him.
Oh my God. Okay. My brain is like doing all of these things, Saliva, as you talk. Oh my gosh. Where are we taking this conversation? Because I'm like, yo, there's these things that like we have had to be the new generation to like reparent us ourselves and make sure that our kids are being raised differently, you know? And that's no disrespect to how we have been raised, right? Like it is just saying we are now like learning better, right? To do better. And I've also noticed that like we have been the ones who really want to go out and make a difference in our community, to have people like do differently. Like, how did that happen for you to say, okay, this was my experience, now I want to go help others? Like, and then you're like, I'm going to become a therapist. I'm like, wait, what? Like, what was that journey like?
Being a therapist came much later. I initially wanted to be a midwife.
Did you?
Yes, I had my first doula experience. It's like a 9 or a 10-year-old, and my dog had puppies. And actually, I think I was a little older. I'll go a little older because I was home by myself.
Gotcha.
And I remember calling my mom at work, and I was like, there's something falling out of the dog's butt.
Stop.
What is happening here? And so she's like, oh my goodness, the dog is having the puppies. And she's just like, don't touch them. Like, only move them with a blanket. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And so, like, my parents came home shortly after that, but all the puppies had been born. And so from that, some people would think like, oh, you were going to veterinary science. I'm like no. I was like, I want to be in the labor and delivery room. I want to help families bring their children into the world. And then I got to like a biochemistry class, and I was like, clearly the trajectory of my life has to be different because this is unreal.
Like, this is not it.
This is unreal.
Really?
Yes. So then I was like, maybe I can be a nurse, and then still need to do biochem. And I was like, all right, I hear you. Behavioral sciences it is. And so I got into behavioral science. Then I was a doula and a lactation consultant. I worked at Riverside Correctional Facility for a while, and that's where I got angry. Like, something needs to change. How dare I have to participate in such a fucked up system and make money every single day? I hated it. But I knew that my purpose there was much bigger than what I was feeling in the moment. And I told the ladies that I work with, I'm going to go get a degree so I can go do therapy because I cannot help you beyond what's happening here.
Yeah.
And so that's how I became a therapist. And I love it. It is where I'm supposed to be.
Wow.
I want to raise this money for this building so I can get back to doing therapy. I say that all the time. Like, that is my sweet spot, and I absolutely love doing therapy.
Wow. And did you, like, because therapy is now, like, now we're talking about it. People are hearing about it. Is this something that you heard about, like, growing up? Or this was just, like doing this work at, how you said at Riverside? Because I know people who work there and who were like, absolutely not. We have to do better as a nation. Mercy. But, like, why? Like, I think my brain is like, you did that, and then you're like, I'm going to go become a therapist so that I can help you be better?
Yes, because the women would tell me their deepest, darkest secrets. Some of the most tragic things that happened to them in their lives.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do with it. And I thought that I was actually not helpful at all. And I was like, I don't know what to do with their stories. I don't know how to help them process through the trauma so they don't come back here.
Yeah.
So how can I help that? And so I looked at the social work unit and I was like, no, they're trash up here.
Oh my God.
They're doing like home planning for you to leave, and that's a whole nother thing. Don't get me on that soapbox. But that's how I figured out, okay, well, if people come to me and they're super comfortable talking to me, then I'm going to be a therapist. So when you talk to me, I can actually help you and guide you through navigating your problems.
Yeah.
And so that was the journey. And then they came back. I had a handful of clients who were like, did you get it yet? Are you ready?
Stop.
And I'm like, I am. And so they came back and I said,
that is such a full circle moment.
It is.
Whoa. And that's beautiful. And to see kind of like, someone who represents you, right? Like a Black therapist. Like that's amazing.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to find a Black therapist.
And now I'm making my job to hire more Black therapists, be more visible, go outside, and so people can have a moment to talk to a Black therapist and disarmor themselves around what they think the process is.
Right. And we'd be able just to like talk regular. Like I don't have to like code switch. I don't have to explain to you my experience because you understand it. That's powerful. Wow. And so we're obviously it's Black Maternal Health Week. So, what Ocean Family Center does is, you guys do psychotherapy, right? And healing, which includes doula support and lactation, right? And then lactation support. Yes. How do you then connect the two, right? For us like be sitting here, how did you do that?
Maternal Wellness Village. So the Maternal Wellness Village is a collective of Black birth workers in the city that I spent about 18 months stalking these women and business owners and looking at the work that they were doing in the community. And so I realized that, you know what, I can't do this work in a vacuum. We need to collectively do it together. And these disciplines pull together as a mighty fist. So we have doulas and lactation consultants, holistic healers, infertility warriors, registrars, and a midwife that all came together to conquer these issues. And we sat down at a table and thought to ourselves, what would help eradicate and severely reduce Black maternal morbidity and mortality? And we thought that every client should have access to a doula, a lactation consultant, and a psychotherapist. And they should be core to being a part of your care team. And we have journeyed forward with that to include our clinical research that we do currently with Temple University. Like we popped out in 2019, about 2021, we had a $5.6 million multi-year commitment to do research in the Black community. So that's how we got to that part.
Wow. I remember the videos. I think you guys did pictures of videos.
We sure did.
Of like the therapists, the lactation consultants on social media. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I know each and every one of these people. And I thought it was really cool to bring everybody together because I knew what it is that they do, right? Like, as you said, you had, midwife, you had lactation consultants, you had like therapists and, kind of like in this space. And I was like, this makes sense. Like we're, it's like a holistic approach, right? It's a holistic approach to supporting like our community. That's how we do it. Like you need therapy and you do need a doula and you do need, lactation support and, all of these things.
And you can have that with people who look like you or have shared life experience.
That part. Wow. Salima, do you like see things in your head and like make them happen? How does your brain How does your brain work? Okay, help us understand this.
That 2 a.m. brain. So my staff, my leadership team, it's more so my leadership team. They'll kind of get the brunt of it.
Okay.
Because my brain will be up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm inspired by something. And then now I want to like do it. And I've gotten more mindful about scheduling my brain dump text for an acceptable hour.
Oh, got you.
But I tell people all the time, call Carla because I be sending her text messages like, all right, I want to do the Positive Birth Corner podcast.
Yep.
Okay, I got it. Last 5 months, I've been chopping stuff up. So
you're fine.
I was like, I think that we should work with her to uplift the podcast and also the community.
Yeah.
All right, here are all the things we need. We need to reach out to Mary Nisi. And then it just like goes from there. And then we get this beautiful set and we get a whole rejudging. And so my brain as a visionary and in years recent, I will call myself a creative.
Okay.
But I am very much so the visionary, and then I have a team of executors. Like,
I love it.
How are we going to get to this goal? Because this is the goal. We're going to get there.
Yeah.
We might have to go a couple different directions, but we're going to get there.
We're going to get there.
And so my brain just works that way. And I want to continue to create very positive, upscale experiences for members of the Black community, especially our birthing families.
Yeah.
Which is going to be fully displayed at our baby boutique this year. So smaller, but we are not skimming on the bougie.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. I want to talk about all that's happening this week because I want to be able, for people to know that. Oh my gosh. Yes. Because I remember last year I saw you. You're like, hey, I want to do something with you. I will let you know what it is, but I'm thinking about you. I just need you to know that I'm thinking about you. I was like, oh, okay.
Yes. No one ever knows what that means.
I did not know what that meant.
And to be honest, it could be a year later. It could be 6 months later. Yes, it wasn't right away
because this was a conversation. Like I think it was a summer, maybe.
Yeah.
I was like, sure, yes.
I'm like, I have an idea, and I'm always like, in my mind,
yeah.
Let me figure out how to get the money for it.
That's fair.
I got an idea, but give me a second.
And
then I do go back. One of our newest employees is Miss Brooke Smith from Baby Be Soothed.
Shout out to Brooke.
Similar.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, what are you doing? Like, how's this working out for you?
Yeah.
Come be with us.
Yeah. And Brooke is amazing.
Yeah, we should continue to combine these forces. And so I've always been like very collectivistic. Like I don't want to do everything by myself.
Right.
Don't need that.
Yeah.
Like if I can set people up for everyone to be successful, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And that's what I've tried to do.
I love it. And you have. And I've seen you kind of like do that, even your team, like watching the team that you have, the people that you work with, and how you really like move in a community has been really cool. I had a moment, because I'm about to put you in the spot. I had a moment last year, and I was like, I don't know if you remember this. I got to see, right, because I think in the different spaces, I don't know what people think of like who is Salima, right? But I think in the different spaces, people get to see you differently, right? Depending on like, if you're speaking, right, they see you as a speaker. If you're leading something, they're like, okay, the leader, right? If you're at downtown talking to the Congress, because I saw that, I said, oh, she said, listen, y'all, we're going to make sure that Black women.
Every time.
I was like, okay. Right. So I think people have seen you kind of like in the spaces. And I had this memory last year. It was early morning. I remember it was early in the morning. We were like at an event that you all had, Oshun Family Center had done. And we were waiting for, folks to come in, setting up food and things like that. And I saw like this space, I saw this side of you that I was like, whoa, I don't think that people always understand everything that you carry. It was this moment where you're like, I'm tired. And there was something that just didn't go well, right? Like, but what didn't go well wasn't like logistically. It was that like you felt like the community was not treated well.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember this?
Oh, I do.
You literally, like, you came in and you were just like, I saw the tenderness in your eyes and you were like, I need a minute. But it wasn't, I was like, whoa. It was not even like, oh, this did not coordinate well, or like, but it was like, people were not treated well, and that's not okay. And I think that was a moment where I was like, oh, you were like carrying a lot to like run a whole organization and to make sure that things go, obviously according to plan, but to make sure like it was just clear that like your heart is to serve the community.
Yeah, that was a rough day.
I remember like it came back to me. I remember that very vividly, to be like, whoa.
Because that is a part of the beauty in Black Maternal Health Week is that, you know what, if the rest of the year goes a certain way and we can put on events that at least you feel loved on and respected and seen during this time, then let that be it. So you can carry a little bit of hope and joy with you throughout. And we just were thrown a curveball less than 24 hours.
Oh, mercy.
Like literally less than 24 hours. It was really hard for my entire team. We all had like a good cry because we don't put pregnant women and women who have infants and toddlers in porta potties.
Oh, mercy.
We don't do that. You have never come to our event and we have porta potties outside. Like, that is ridiculous. And we plan 10 months out. So for anything that could go wrong, let's go wrong, then we have time to fix it. So thank you for bringing that up. That was a super vulnerable moment for myself and my team. And we really just had to go like cry it out in the bag and then like put on, and everybody had their coats on. I was super annoyed at the brand of coat that I had on, because I had on a good brand coat outside in the cold. God. And I'm watching these families. I'm looking at these pregnant bellies. And I'm like, this is not a representation of what we like to do. But this year, I won't say bigger, I will say better, more intentional, more mindful, and collaboration over competition on any given day.
Every given day. I love that. I love that. No, I'm so grateful for your heart and, the work that you're doing. Like, we get to experience it here because it's locally. But for those of you who are listening who do not live locally, I really want to just kind of highlight what it is that we have going on this week. So can you share the different things that are happening? I know not everything is open to everybody. And of course, we're going to have some of those links in our show notes. And obviously, if you go to the website, www.oshunfamilycenter.org, you will have all of the information of what we're doing this week. But can you share, those things that we have happening this week?
Yes, we are kicking off the week with our Joy and Justice Baby Boutique.
Hey.
So it is a curated, unique shopping experience.
Yeah.
We're literally about to erect a baby boutique in there.
Let's go.
So the families can come shopping for clothes and essential baby items and all of the things that they need. So what we've done differently is ask the families what they need, ask them what they want, and then the idea is to be able to complete that list.
Oh, wow.
Of course, we don't have like infinite dollars to do so, but we are going to get every family what they need and a sprinkle of what they want. We also will have like a onesie station for people to make customized onesies.
Oh, that's cute.
And really just be loved on. We have the wise women that'll be coming through.
Yeah.
We got our granny squad.
Oh,
so each of the families will be ushered through this experience with a support person.
Wow.
So that feels really, really
Very
good
intentional.
to change in that way. Because we've hosted hundreds of people at our community baby showers.
Yeah.
And people get a chance to win something. But this year, every family will be loved on.
I love it. And then you have like, you're giving people like Uber gift cards to like, to put everything in your car, in a car, because how are you going to transport all this information? That's so intentional.
Yes. So if they don't have transportation and they need transportation home, and we've done that in the past. We have Uber codes, and we have a specific person who is actually scheduling the Ubers, other people that are walking them to the cars. Like, we really make it a soft life.
That's beautiful.
So that's how we kick it off.
Okay.
And then on Monday, we have a maternal health summit in partnership with Access Matters.
Okay.
We're actually partnering with Baby Be Soothed for the Baby Boutique. And so on Monday, we will have keynote speaker Dr. Monica McLemore, who is a firehouse, who will be with us and addressing everybody. This summit is not your everyday summit. You're not coming there to be talked at for 7 hours. We're going to work.
I love it.
Because I am sick and tired of just going to conferences and getting information.
Yep. And hearing all the statistics that we already know.
Yes. But what are we doing with this afterwards?
Let's do the work. Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, that's really cool.
We have 2 different advocacy days. Okay. The PA Black Maternal Health Caucus will be going to Harrisburg, so we'll be supporting that. We're mobilizing people from Philadelphia County to Harrisburg. And then on later on that evening, Dr. Dorothy Roberts, and we'll be telling the truth, honey. She is telling the truth.
I met her in person, and
super dope.
Oh, she's loca.
She is. And I met her in DC, and I was like, "Oh my God, where are you?" She's like, "Philly."
You're like, "What?" Yes. So she's the one who wrote "Killing the Black Body." I'm reading it right now.
Wonderful. So we have our Rebel Readers Society, which is our book club, and Dr. Dorothy Roberts will be hosting the talk during Black Maternal Health Week.
Nice.
And then we'll be at City Hall on that Thursday for a council hearing, and then on Friday we are going to celebrate 10 years in this Black Maternal Health movement with our Bridgerton theme brunch.
Oh my God.
It's going to be so good. When I say ridiculous, ridiculous. Just
I love
so
it.
good.
I love it. Do I need to find an outfit?
Yes.
Okay.
Please come in character, like dearest gentle reader.
Oh
like
my
we're going to be ridiculous.
I love it so much.
Yes, I'm super excited.
Like, that's so intentional, and that is so needed. Like, I keep saying now more than ever. People are like, what is happening now? I'm like, everything is happening now.
Everything. So that's our day of respite.
This.
You know, we had fun, let the hair down, and we're really just going to celebrate the work that we put in for the last decade.
10 years.
Yes, because things have changed.
Yes. The
culture is shifting, and we can see it.
You see it. Even my neighbor knows what a doula is now. Okay,
good.
But like they did, you know what I mean? Like, people didn't know who that was, or you know, what are we talking about? You have young folks, right? We have college kids now that listen to Positive Birth podcasts because they're like,
shout out to y'all,
right? Like, they're like, I know about this. I want to know more before I'm even like birthing, because this is, you know what I mean? Yeah, things have changed.
Own your fertility.
Yes, I love it. Oh my gosh, Salima. Okay, so listen, I know we talked about what's going on this week. I do want people to know as well, like, what is coming up for Oshun Family Center this year, you know, this next year. I have, you know, I came to like, what was it? Like last year was like
our community conversation.
And I was like, wait, what? There was buildings, there was like beautiful things happening. So can you tell us about that?
We are the proud owners of a 7,500 square foot raw industrial building that has the most beautiful set of bricks and windows that you could ever see. But that's all we got in there.
Listen, it's beautiful. It's a good start. It's a good
yes,
start.
Yes, it is a very good start.
Wow.
We are in the process of raising $3.9 million.
Okay.
And we're actually not starting from scratch. We got $1.2 million for our construction budget to get that started. And so that will be the maternal wellness center that will serve as a hub for birth workers to learn and grow. It will be a community space for clients to come and get therapy, meet with their doula, or have their lactation appointment. We have a lactation suite that is not just for breastfeeding, but also for teaching and educational purposes. And we have an indoor apothecary and a pelvic wellness studio. So we're going to snatch them things on up so we be good, as we enter the perimenopause. But we're going to get ready. We're going to get ready. It's not going to catch us by surprise.
Listen, we're going to learn. We're going to be educated. Yes. We're going to advocate for our bodies.
Absolutely. And
as
so
our bodies transition.
Those things are actively happening. We have the support of our city officials and our state legislators. Nice. And we are just out here trying to get to the rest of the money to open this building up. Yeah. So being a new owner of this space that is for us and by us feels amazing.
Wow.
And I try to celebrate. I try to remind myself to celebrate along the way because I'm very much when the building is open, that's when you celebrate.
No, we celebrate now because this is beautiful. Yeah. This is beautiful and we need this.
We do.
And we need this.
And it's the future of maternal health.
And it's the future of maternal health. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so listen, be on the lookout. Do you guys do like newsletters? Like an email? Listen, I'm not coming for you.
Our graphic designer, we're working it out. We are going to do newsletters.
This would be really cool. You know what I mean? Just to be in the loop, to know what it is that's happening. How can people support? How can people donate? You know what I mean? Like being able to.
We are ironing the things out.
Okay.
I got an invoice in my inbox right now waiting to help us with some newsletters, some rejudging of the website, and just making sure that the information is there and it's clear and it's accessible.
And it's accessible. I love that. And you guys' social media is great though. Like I feel like that's the way I get to like find out what's going on.
That's my 2:00 in the morning brain.
Oh, okay.
Where I'm like, I can post this or that's great.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's been good. It's been good. Yeah. So go follow Oshun Family Center on the social media streets. You're on Instagram. Are you on TikTok?
We are on TikTok, but I just repost the videos that we have on Instagram. Like I'm not making content per se.
Yeah.
But maybe in a near future or something like that. But on all platforms it's Oshun Family Center. Okay. And our website is oshunfamilycenter.org.
Nice. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, before we finish, so what we're gonna do this week, we're gonna ask each guest, like outside of all the hats that you wear, right? We want to know like what is like one thing that, brings you joy? Maybe they like cracks you up, something silly. That can be a show or whatever it is. What do you do?
So if you actually know me, I am living the best form of my teenage life. Okay. I am like gut-bustingly immature, and I love every moment of it. I am silly. Okay. Me and my good girlfriend dressed up last year, 2024, as ghosts and took pictures for Halloween.
Oh wow!
And like posted them. We had such a good time.
Oh wow!
It's absolutely ridiculous, right? And so every now and again, she says like, "We're just teenagers with adult money, and we do fun, silly stuff." And we absolutely do. I was like, you want to go drive through a safari? And she's like, I don't think we should take your car. And I was like, all right, that sounds good. And so I am just like very lighthearted, very silly, like to have a good goofy time because this work is hard. And so I got to put my big girl panties on and be like, big dog.
Let's go get this money. Let's open this building and all of the things you're doing.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, Soliva.
Thank you.
All right, definitely check out OshunFamilyCenter.org. Check out the social media streets because this is going to be such a beautiful week. Yes. See you tomorrow. This episode is sponsored by Oshun Family Center. Oshun provides therapy for the culture through psychotherapy and holistic healing, including doula and lactation support. Their work is rooted in creating a welcoming space for healing, refuge, and breaking generational cycles, always centering community and dignity in choice. For more information, please check out Oshun at www.oshunfamilycenter.org.